I'm just trying to remember what my life was like before computers. I mean, I do remember it quite well. You know, I got my first email address, roddyfraser at yahoo.com, in 98, 99, 97, something like that. Yeah, it was incredible. I actually used to think, I mean, this wasn't, but I used to think, I think I used the word as a password. I used the word password and thinking how incredibly brilliant I was, that I had undermined the system with my ironic brilliance by using the word password. Then I find out it's the most common password is the word password. I found that out a few. So no, none of my passwords are password if you're listening, Russian Mafia. No, they're not password. Well, they're password in Russian, because I'm sure you can't read and write in Russian, being Russian Mafia. Oh, those Russian prisons seem a bit rough. You see tattoos of Russian prisoners. A lot of weird symbols. Pedophiles, Nazis, white supremacy, all the usual stuff, but they got lots of killed people, haven't killed people, enjoy killing people, willing to settle down and kill people after 3 or 4 dates. You know, just generally, you know, the etiquette of killing people as a Russian. Yeah, Russia, tuberculosis, alcoholism, Arctic weather, and corruption. What's not to love? Russians really admire the football hooligans of England. They look up to them. You know, one day if we try hard, we too can cause mindless violence to hundreds of other people. And they're doing it. I think, the World Cup's going to be in Russia next. Oh, anyway, laptops. So that's a subject matter. I've got to think of funny stuff to say about laptops or observations. I'm using a Google Chrome for this. I always knew they were going to be good. Just sounded good. You use the Google browser. You don't have to fucking keep any files. It's all full loading up there on the cloud, the way it should be. And that's what you do. And when I heard it, I thought, that's a great idea. And they thought, it was supposedly some guy just came up with it. And it wasn't even they didn't really push it as a product. He just did it as an exercise. And then they found out lots of schools started using them because they last for ages. They got no moving parts. They're not hot. The battery life is about 10 hours. They're cheap. Yeah, they're great. You know, you balance them on your crotch and there's a good chance you may have a few sperm left, unlike other laptops. So I like them. Yeah. That's my comedy routine about laptops, is giving an infomercial for the Chromebook. But laptops, what is a laptop? Well, it's a computer, really. A foldable computer. That's about it. It's got a screen. Like the old days, when I first started a computer, it was black. The screen was black, and the letters were yellow, which nearly drove me blind, literally. That's why I didn't study computers. I wanted to, but probably would have been Bill Gates' right-hand man if I'd done that, but it hurt my eyes too much to look at the screen, which is a shame. Yeah, we used to do all that DOS and all that sort of stuff. That's how old I am. And then that kind of lay fallow for a while. When was the last time I used the first time I used a computer since then? I remember Windows 95 was a big deal, and me kind of thinking, what the fuck is Windows 95? I mean, Windows? What do you mean Windows? Like, is this guy a painter and decorator? What's the big deal? Because I was in Toronto at the time, and the CN Tower had a big thing on it, Windows 95. And it was a huge deal, and they were talking about it, and I didn't really get what the fuck it was. And actually, I remember I went to see an air show there on the beach of Lake, whatever it's called in Toronto, Lake Erie, I think it is. And there was an air show, and there was this big military, it was a British, the Royal Air Force, I think, a big military plane. And I saw this military plane with 7 people aboard crash into the lake right in front of me, and everybody was killed. That was quite unusual, to say the least. And they were all Scottish as well, I found out later. Yeah, they were a Scottish flying team. And they were trying to do a manoeuvre, and they didn't pull out in time, and they smashed in, and they all died. Weird to see 7 people die in front of your eyes. I think about it. It doesn't, it's a bit abstract. I can't, of course I think about how they felt when they were going down, but it only lasted for about, 5 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, 4 seconds maybe, and it was just gone, and that was it. No flames, nothing, just there, boom, gone. So yeah, this is gonna be hard to squeeze this into a comedy routine, but I guess I'll try my best. Laptops. Things we love about laptops. Funny, witty, observational comedy about laptops. Yeah, sharing them. People used to show off about them. Used to hang around in Starbucks, didn't they? Look at me living the life, hanging around in Starbucks with my laptop. Looking cool, looking modern. Looking at that girl over there, hoping she'll talk to me. That's what it was all about. Using Wi-Fi. I didn't even know what Wi-Fi was for the fucking first 5 years. I honestly didn't know what the hell it was. I don't know why. Or Fi. I just didn't care. I just never really, like smartphones, I only got one. I got a smartphone last year, 2016. Before that, I thought it was a waste of time. A phone's good enough. You lose your smartphone, costs a bomb. You lose your shit phone, doesn't matter. But the smartphone has apps, which they're always going on about, and I didn't know what the hell they were. And then I realized, Google Maps, you kidding? Uber, fantastic. Tinder, yeah. So you get your Tinder, you find your promiscuous transsexual, transgendered person of indeterminate sex. Then you find out on Google Maps their address from them. Then you go to that, and then you find the Uber connected to the Google Maps. You take the Uber over to the transgender, transsexual person of indeterminate gender. You have sex of an indeterminate type. You're not really sure who's doing what, where is going in where, and what is going in what, and who is penetrating. Let's be honest, that's what happens. Who. And then what do? You use your Vietnam app to order a pizza. I'll have the trans. I'll have an extra large trans, please. Hold the sausage. Oh, that's the new thing. Oh yeah, trans. That's the new thing to catch us out on their moral high ground. You can't say that! Those are trans people. This is the new test. Yes, rednecks, you've accepted gay people now, but that's not good enough. We're going to keep going. What the hell is it going to... I wonder what they're going to... what the final test will be to get to upset right-wing people. Let's see. Transgender. Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, obviously, you can do whatever they want. But who gives a shit? Is it that big a part of the population to be causing such? Because it's a test of morality and whose side you're on. That's what it's all about. It's tribalistic as usual.